a 1990 Honda Accord EX. The customer was telling me the vehicle has the idle is being up and down, which I haven't been able to duplicate. However, I can hear the idle is a little bit high idle. However, I saw the check engine light, the bulb is being removed or from the back, so someone tried to be hiding that bulb, and no, that's the result. However, what I will be doing here today is we were pulling for codes, and then we're gonna go from there, because the check engine it has a code. I can see barely on the background the check engine light is illuminating, so we're gonna check for. You can see the check engine light is illuminating there. We can see it. So someone did some type of hiding fix there, trying to remove the bulb. We're gonna see him turn it off. Should come on self-test. Barely we can see in the background. Start it, and the lights come on a little bit right there. So we have a code, so that's why they remove the bulb or try to do something with that. So we're gonna be checking for codes here. So here is on the on the driver's side, below the glove box on the right hand side. Here is the connector for doing. Gotta use this jumper, and we're gonna count how many times it flashes the check engine light, and then that's the code. The first code are slow. The first digit is gonna be slow, like this, 2 times. An example, that's 2, 4, something like that. We are gonna be joining the first pulses, slow pulses, with the fast pulses, to see what code we have. So I'm gonna be setting up this here. Now we have jumped there, so we're gonna start counting how many times this is flashing. Key on. That's self-test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right now we're gonna start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 41. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1. You repeat 3 times the same code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So if it has a different code, it will start reading a new code. 3, 4, 1. 41. So it only has one code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you repeat 3 times the same code. You know, if you have like 3 codes, we're gonna say, so you're gonna repeat 3 times. It's coming the next code another 3 times, and like that. So it only has the code 41. So we're gonna investigate what is a code 41 it is, and see the testing procedures. So we gotta keep in mind something on these vehicles. This is OBD1 system. It's a 90 Honda Accord. So basically they were monitoring on this system for open and shorts, pretty much. Not that much for rationality or functional tests for some stuff. So if this code is present, you know, all the time when the vehicle is running, something's gotta be occurring right now, all time. And what happens normally is, they give you that code, checking lights on, and then when you turn it off the vehicle, the light goes off and it comes back on when the fault occurred. That's how OBD1 was designed. So then we're gonna go and investigate what the code 41 is for and what testing procedure we gotta do. I got the information here from Identifix, and we can see here for this code, the code 41 said as soon as the engine started. So that is our situation. Average mileage 158. So not relevant, but the test is very important here. 1, verify that there is a battery voltage to the auto sensor on the yellow black wire. Okay, and then test the auto sensor heater circuit. Should have between 10 and 40 ohms. If the resistance is not correct, replace it. 3. Verify the connection at the auto sensor is okay, and the engine control module. So we can see here they report people here. 17 replace the auto sensor, 9 replace auto sensor, 4 replace the auto sensor, and 2 replace the computer, and another one down there replace the computer. So we're gonna do the testings. We're gonna go through the testing of check resistance on the auto sensor and signal from the computer. And I'm prepared here the wiring diagram. We can see the auto sensor here. It's a yellow and black right here. Usually when you say the first they mention the yellow, so it means the wire is gonna have most of a yellow color, and it's gonna have one stripe black. The other one is green black. Those are the two wire for the heater circuit. Go and test that one. So I am connected here on the back of the auto sensor, the sensor connector. We can see there are two colors, the same white colors. So I got those spliced here. I'm gonna bring it out of here to the ohm meter. The instructions say 10 to 40, I think. Gotta go back and check those. But we're gonna compare that one to the new sensor too. And also I need to check the signal coming out from the computer and see if the computer is sending out of the signal and power side to the heater auto sensor. I am connected here to the harness side, and got two pins there, but the red, well, the blue is the one is power side, and I got my ground here. So I'd like to verify if that one is a good power too, it can handle load. So I got here my test light, so I will connect because the voltmeter is reading I have 11.8 volts. So I will hook up my test light over here, and then the other end we're gonna connect it to ground side right here where I have my other connector, and see the test light illuminates. So to verify for good power. That's so what happened? You drop it to 0. See? What happened? Why you drop it? Do I have a good ground or what? Let me disconnect it here and see what happened. If the voltage come back. Yeah, the voltage come back. Let me see if I am on the wrong wire, because you can see I got my test light here, and as soon as I connect it to ground right here, I'm gonna be touching here. As soon as I touch here, I'm dropping the voltage. Then when I'm connected to ground, release. So that voltage is coming from where? Is that real voltage or is that bias voltage on the ground side? So I'm gonna swap connectors there on the computer. I'm gonna be swapping the connectors there on the computer. I mean on the pins up here. So because I just picked up one, I didn't really check for a wiring diagram here. So it's gotta be one of those two options. So let me check now and swap this one to the next pin. See if my reading changes, or what do I get here? Just one hand here, so bear with me. This is interesting because when I connect it to the other pin on the harness side, I get 12.3 volts, and as you can see here, so I'm gonna connect this one to ground and see if my test light illuminates. So I gotta have my test light over there, and then I'm connecting to ground here, right here. See, connected there. Test light illuminates, and I have 11.3 volts, so some voltage drop there because it is drawing a good amount of current. This one, at least that one. Oh. Okay, so we have good power to this, and the other one is the one we saw, like 12 volts. It's bias voltage coming from the computer. That's pretty good. It's telling me, you know, my wires is integrity is good from here to the computer. Now we have to load test the circuit with the test light across. I'm gonna go and start the vehicle now. So I got the two pins connected there on the harness side, and I brought them down here to the voltmeter. As we can see here, when I remove the test light, take the test light out of the picture, we can see I have some negative voltage. So when I connect the test light right here, the voltage goes to 0. It's dropping though. So I'm gonna start the vehicle now. I'm gonna see the light illuminate. I have the test light connected down there, so I'm gonna start the vehicle now. Checking light illuminates. Start the vehicle. So the light haven't illuminated here yet. So gonna go and see if my test light illuminator. And yes, we can see the test light illuminator here. Here is some voltage there, but as we can see here, the test light illuminator. So powers and grounds approved to be working correctly. Here is good, and we can see here, no light anymore. Let me turn it off. You know, this is too much. I think the ranges they give us here, 10 to 40 ohms, way too crazy. I have about 9, so you would think that one is good. We're gonna compare to the new sensor now, the new auto sensor. So as we can see here, I got my Denso auto sensor here, and look at this. So the two colors are the same, black on the sensor side. Those always are gonna be the heater circuit. The two are the same color. In this case are two black, but sometimes can be two white, two gray color. Depends on the manufacturer. You know, Denso usually likes to use black. I think Bosch likes white, but the two colors are the same. But look at this. I have 15.7 ohms, and the old auto sensor has 9.1, almost half. So as we prove it, you know, the computer is sending the signal there, and it is when I substitute it with the test light, it works. So we're good now. Bad auto sensor on this black piece of tape, and I had to open the whole cluster there, and it was inside there, very deep inside, and the bulb was illuminating one corner because when they have this, when they put it like this, it was a little bit left over. Lights, checking light come on and goes off. Well, we're gonna try to duplicate customer concern. So I couldn't yesterday, and he keep telling me yes, he does it. Goes up and down. So I need to duplicate condition to start testing something else. We're gonna try to duplicate, and I'll try and I'll record if it act up.